I am a makeup artist and lash extension technician, and I have been in the beauty industry for about 10 years now. I really just wanted to jump on quickly and say welcome to what will be a really great series of tutorials. This is all about having your own set of skills based on your own face, your own eyes, your skin tone, your colouring, all that sort of stuff, to be able to create the perfect makeup for you, not just because you're some girl that looks like someone on Instagram so therefore you can follow her, but actually knowing how to change and edit things so that it really suits you and suits your own personality, your time frames in the morning, when you're going out, doing all those different bits and pieces. You know how to change these makeups that you see in glossy magazines, on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook and all that sort of stuff, and actually be able to create a really beautiful kind of finished product without having to think, well, I don't look like that, so therefore I can't wear it. So what we're going to get started with today is, first of all, how to go about identifying your face shape. That's the very first thing, because this is the basis of every single makeup. So once we get to know your face shape and you can work out how to contour and how to highlight so that you can create the face shape that you like, we can really kind of then delve into some more technical stuff. So what I want you to do before we get started is grab yourself a mirror or take your phone or your laptop into the bathroom where you can look at yourself in the mirror. You also will need your phone to be able to use something like Snapchat or Instagram so that you can draw on the screen. Alternatively, if you don't want to do it this way, you can always take a photo of yourself, and I'll tell you how to do that in a moment. Print out the photo and just grab a pen, so that way we can draw on the face on the paper, and that way we can really help to identify your face shape through the video today. I hope you enjoy. Alright, here we go. So what we want to do now is talk about how to actually get to the nitty-gritty of identifying your face shape. So what you're going to need is a mirror. If you've got a little bathroom mirror, that's great. If you have to go to a wall mirror, that's fine too. Best thing to do is choose a mirror, if you can, that has even lighting. So for me right now, if you look at my face, this side of my face is lighter and this side of my face is darker. But if I turn the camera around, oops, this is now even lighting. So it's even lighting across the face, which means two things. First, you're going to get a more realistic face shape, that you can actually see the shape of your face. You're not affected by shadow or light. And the second one is that when you take your photo, it's going to be a lot easier for you to understand exactly how it all works. So, got a mirror, got a phone. If you don't have a phone and you want to print out a photo of yourself, that's okay. Take a photo, quickly print it out and grab yourself a pen, because that's how we're going to be identifying our face shapes today. So, first thing you need to do, a slightly unattractive part of this video, is we are going to grab our phones. We're going to take a selfie. So really quickly, what you need to do is take a selfie with a deadpan expression. So this is all about making sure that your face isn't altered in any way. You can't do the little, pretty ways of seeing yourself in a photo. You don't want to put your eyebrows up. You don't want to be smiling or anything like that. You just want to be pretend it's a passport photo. Unattractive, not flattering, but the idea is that you see your true face shape, not your altered face shape. So go and do that now. Once you've done that, what you want to do is upload it into an app like Snapchat or Instagram where you can draw on your face. So what I'm going to do now is put mine into my Snapchat. So, got it right there. My Snapchat story then allows you to edit it. So I'm going to press and hold, press edit photo. So now that I've got it on the edit screen, I can actually draw on my face on the photo. So it allows me now to kind of actually find the shape that I have of my face, essentially. So what you're going to be doing is looking at a few different points on your face. The first is you're going to be looking at the widest point of your forehead. So if I'm looking at myself deadpan in the center, straight down the camera, I'm looking here. This is the widest point of my forehead at the top where it meets your hairline. You're not looking down here because this isn't your forehead anymore. You're looking across that top line, where is the widest point. What I want you to do is, in that photo, pop on two little dots at your widest points. So it'll be something like that. Two little points. So this is then going to be the starting point of your shape for your face. So now what you're going to do is look for the two widest points of your cheekbones or your jaw, like the side of your face, wherever it is. It could be down here, your jaw could be the widest point, could be up here, your forehead could be the widest point. But if there is a section between your forehead and your jaw that is wider, I want you to put a dot there as well. Okie dokie. So now that you've got that, you should have 4 points. Your two sides of your forehead and the two sides of the widest point of the sides of your face. Now what you want to do is look at the widest point of your jaw. So you're not looking way back here because we're not seeing that when we look straight ahead. What you're seeing is this section across here. Where is the widest point and what is that shape there? So for me, the widest point of my jaw that's not right back here would be just about there. And that's what I see when I look at myself in the mirror, is this section here. So that's my widest points there. So find yours and then put 2 dots there as well. So if you look something like that, nice and dotty all over the screen, what you're going to then be doing is looking at the last part of it, which is the shapes that you have at the top and bottom of your face. So this is what will ultimately give you the finished shape. So what I want you to do is join up those dots on either side of your face. So you'll look something like that. Then the bottom half, if you have a straighter edge across the bottom, you don't have like much of a curve on your chin, then it will be a straight line essentially from those 2 points. Same with your forehead. If you find that you have a pointier chin, then make sure you make that point in the bottom of your shape when you draw it. So for me, when I trace the bottom of my face, it gives a slightly oval shape here. It's not quite round, because if it was round it would start from way back here. But because it's just this section here that I'm looking at, that there is going to be the oval shape that I'm looking at. And I'm also going to be doing it across the top. My hairline is pretty straight across the top. I have a little bit of a widow's peak, which is this little point here, but not enough to really change anything. So for me, I just go across in more of an oval shape there as well. Okay, so now you should have a nice circle around your face. If you feel as though there's certain points that you have a corner, so it might be here or here, you might have really strong cheekbones, you might have quite a pointy chin, you might have a really narrow forehead, that's okay. What you want to do is do that shape, work out which one of the shapes that will be here. In just a moment, you're going to have a whole heap of face shapes that you can pick from. Whichever shape matches your face the best is the face shape that you are. So for me, I'm an oblong shape. So if you have a look at the oblong shape right here, what you'll see is that it's wide here and wide there. Not much of a change here, but it's a little round with the chin and the forehead. So I'm not completely straight through the sides and I'm not completely straight along the bottom. I have a bit of a curve here and a bit of a curve there, but I'm also not completely even either. So I'm not quite an oval face shape. So I'm an oblong, which essentially is like somewhere between a rectangular face and an oval face, essentially is what an oblong is. So what I'm going to quickly do is go through the different face shapes for you now so that you can really see them each, and just fast forward to the one that you think suits you best, or if you're not sure, watch the entire bit. It will only go for a couple of minutes and you'll be able to work out exactly what face shape you are. Okay, so an oval face shape, this one here. So an oval face shape has even symmetry and has an even curve from the forehead, cheekbones are wider and the chin comes in narrower as well. So you have a nice even curve here, but you still have a curve in your forehead and you have a curve in your chin, but your cheekbones go out slightly further than an oblong shape does. So you have that really symmetrical oval face. This is generally what you'll see in most Caucasian faces, is an oval face shape. A lot of the time, if you look at someone, say like Kim Kardashian, she's not that oval face shape. Traditionally in makeup, an oval face shape is the very ideal face shape. It's the one that everybody wants to have, apparently. But you know, over time, things change, trends change, and people like different face shapes for different reasons. So the thing is, you've got to realize you can't change your face shape. You know, you can get Botox or surgery or do whatever you want to do, but if you're working with what you have, it's really important that you identify with one face shape and then go from there with your contouring and highlighting and stuff like that. So the oval face shape, nice and even, and it has a little bit of width here, but it's evenly curved right around. It doesn't really have any straight flat bits, okay? Oblong is what I was saying before, so this is the oblong face shape here. Straighter through the sides, only a little bit of a curve for a cheekbone, so you don't have a really strong cheekbone, just a tiny bit of a curve, but you do have the curved bottom and a curved top. So what you're doing is essentially you're getting the oval and you're just squishing it in just a little bit, so you just have that flatter side there. Next up you have right here is a square face or a rectangular face. So what this is, it's really the same as an oval, but instead of having the sides here that have that curve, it's quite straight, and you tend to have a squarer jaw and a squarer hairline. So here to here and here are the same width, and you don't have curves there. that will give you a rectangular face shape or a square face shape. You can call it either one you like. Personally, I think a rectangular one is a little bit better because you do have length. If you have quite a short face, like, you know, here to here, then you'll be looking at more of a square face shape. So if you have a fringe or something like that, you could follow more of a square face shape contouring tutorial if you like. So we have done oval, we have done oblong, and we have done rectangular or square. Up next is one that I really love. I really love a heart-shaped face. So if you're someone who has a widow's peak that's quite strong through here, so if you have that bit of hair in the center that comes down, kind of like what you see in those Dracula movies and stuff like that, what that is, that gives you the top two curves of a heart shape. So right up here. The other thing with a heart shape is that here is the widest part of your face. So your forehead to your cheekbone is the widest section, and then you come in to a pointed chin. So someone like Reese Witherspoon has a heart face shape. But you can follow the face chart just here. You can see that it's nice and wide, and then it comes down nice and narrow in the chin. The reason why I like this the most is because it gives you heaps of space around here, and it still gives you the dainty little bottom part of your face as well. So I think it's a really cute pixie kind of style face shape. Up next, after the heart shape, you have, what do we have? A round face shape. So a round face shape is one where you don't necessarily have much length in your face, but you do have that oval shape towards the outside. So if it's narrow, wider and narrow, but you just have a shorter face shape, so you don't have a very high forehead, but you have roundness through here, that gives you a round face shape. So you can see it just here, a little bit different to the oval face shape. But this one, when you highlight and contour, it's all about lengthening the face to open up your face, but more through the center. You don't want to widen it because you don't want to change your proportions too much. You just want to lengthen the face, so it's all about highlighting through the center and giving lift to your face as well. After this one, we have a triangular face shape. So there's two different triangular face shapes. One is the inverted triangle that you'll see now, and the other one is the triangle face shape. So a triangle face shape is wide across the top, doesn't have much of a cheekbone that sticks out, and you're narrow in the chin. So people like Tyra Banks would be a perfect example of a triangular face shape. An inverted triangle face shape is someone who has a wider jaw and a narrower forehead, but you don't necessarily have much in the cheekbone area. So you kind of cut it off like this. Okay? So you can see in those two face shapes, you've got the triangle and the inverted triangle. These face shapes are all about softening. So you want to soften your chin, you want to soften the jaw if your jaw is a wider section, or you want to widen the forehead, or you want to narrow the forehead. So we'll go through this again as we get a little bit closer to each tutorial. After that, you have a diamond face shape. So essentially what it is you've got the two inverted triangles, chop the widest parts off, and you have the narrow forehead, wide cheekbone, and narrow chin. So when you're looking at a diamond face shape, it's quite an angular face because you have a pointed chin, you have beautiful high cheekbones, but then your forehead's a little bit more narrow. So this one's all about softening those edges, taking away the harshness in the point in your forehead, taking away the harshness in the point in your chin, and then softening just through here. So you wouldn't necessarily need to highlight much. You'd really be more about the contouring to soften things a little bit. I'm pretty sure after that, that's all our face shapes. We've got an oval face shape, an oblong face shape, a square or a rectangular face shape, and a round face shape, heart, triangle, inverted triangle, and diamond. I can't think if there's anything else. There's usually 9. An inverted triangle, we have a pear face shape. So a pear face shape is one that has a narrow forehead and a wider bottom half of the face. So it's kind of skinny on top, wide on the bottom. So someone who has a pear face shape is Kelly Osbourne. She has the most beautiful face shape. She's got a smaller, narrower forehead from on the eyes up, but she's got this beautiful big grin at the bottom and a really beautiful cheeks. So she's someone who has a pear face shape. So you'll see if you want to have a quick look at her here, you'll be able to check out her face shape. If this is similar to yours, then great, nice and easy to identify a pear face shape. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. Feel free to drop a message through on Instagram, or you can leave a comment below. Let me know what it is that you want to see from these videos. So this is just all about identifying your face shape. We will go through about how to contour and highlight every face shape, and I'll do it on a model each time. But at the moment, it's all about how to work out what you actually are. So that way when you go and look at things, you can exactly get it perfect. But there's going to be a new tutorial every week on a Thursday. So feel free to jump on the blog, liveslee.com.au, and just click on the blog link. You'll see them there uploaded every week. But if there's any questions you have, let us know, and I'm more than happy to get back to you as soon as possible. Hope you've enjoyed. See ya!